Hello and welcome back to Stoneface Picks. Today we will delve into the secrets and mysteries of one of the most iconic writing, the hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt. But before we move on, please take a minute to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. The hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt are one of the most fascinating and intriguing writing systems in the world. These symbols, which date back over 5,000 years, were used by the ancient Egyptians to communicate everything from religious beliefs to everyday transactions. The word hieroglyph comes from the Greek words hieros, meaning sacred, and glyphin, meaning to carve. The Egyptians used hieroglyphs as a form of written communication, often carving them into stone or writing them on the papyrus. Hieroglyphs were a complex system of writing that involved the use of pictures to represent words and ideas. Some hieroglyphs represented entire words, while others represented sounds. The writing system was so complex that it was only understood by a select few, including the pharaohs, priests, and scribes. The Egyptians used hieroglyphs for a variety of purposes. One of the most common was to record religious beliefs and practices. Hieroglyphs were used to document the creation myths, the lives of the gods and goddesses, and the rituals that were performed in the temples. Hieroglyphs were also used to record historical events such as battles, coronations, and the construction of monuments and temples. They were also used for everyday communication, such as writing letters and keeping records of trade transactions. The hieroglyphic writing system was so important to the ancient Egyptians that they believed it was a gift from the gods. The god Thoth was said to have invented the writing system and was considered the patron god of scribes. Despite the importance of hieroglyphs, the writing system began to decline in use around the 3rd century CE. By the end of the 4th century, hieroglyphs were no longer used as a form of written communication. The last known use of hieroglyphs was in the Temple of Philae in the 5th century CE. The decline of hieroglyphs was due in part to the rise of Christianity in Egypt. Many Christians saw hieroglyphs as a symbol of the pagan past and sought to distance themselves from them. The rise of Islam in the 7th century further contributed to the decline of hieroglyphs as the Arabic script became the dominant writing system in the region. The Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone is one of the most famous artifacts in the world, known for its crucial role in unlocking the secrets of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Discovered in 1799 by a French soldier named Pierre-François Bocard during Napoleon's Egyptian campaign, the stone contains a decree issued by the King Ptolemy V in 196 BCE, written in 3 scripts: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphs. At the time of its discovery, the hieroglyphic script had been lost for more than 1,000 years, and scholars had been unable to decipher it. However, the Greek text on the Rosetta Stone provided a key to unlocking the hieroglyphs, as scholars were able to use the known Greek words to identify corresponding hieroglyphs and begin to unravel the mysteries of this ancient writing system. The hieroglyphic system was used by the ancient Egyptians for religious, historical, and administrative purposes. It is a complex system of over 700 signs, with some signs representing whole words, while others represent sounds or concepts. The script was written in vertical columns or rows and could be read from left to right or right to left, depending on the direction of the signs. One of the earliest attempts to decipher hieroglyphs was made by a French scholar, Jean-François Champollion, who was inspired by the Rosetta Stone. Using the Greek text as a guide, Champollion was able to identify many of the hieroglyphs, and he ultimately became the first person to read ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs in over 1,000 years. Champollion's work revolutionized the study of ancient Egypt, allowing scholars to read and interpret hieroglyphic inscriptions on monuments, tombs, and papyri. This, in turn, led to a deeper understanding of the ancient Egyptian culture, religion, and history. The Rosetta Stone remains an iconic symbol of the quest to unlock the mysteries of ancient Egypt, and its importance in the history of scholarship cannot be overstated. By providing a key to deciphering hieroglyphs, it allowed scholars to unlock a wealth of information about one of the world's most fascinating civilizations, and it continues to inspire new generations of researchers to explore the secrets of the past. The hieroglyphic alphabet. The hieroglyphic alphabet is a collection of symbols that represent sounds and ideas. It is made up of over 700 different symbols, each with its own meaning. The symbols can be used individually or combined to form words and phrases. The symbols in the hieroglyphic alphabet can be divided into three main categories: phonetic, logographic, and determinative. Phonetic symbols represent sounds, while logographic symbols represent words or ideas. Determinative symbols provide context for the other symbols in a word. Phonetic hieroglyphs. Phonetic hieroglyphs were symbols used to represent sounds or syllables. There were around 200 phonetic hieroglyphs in the hieroglyphic alphabet, and they were used to write names, titles, and foreign words. These symbols were particularly important for writing the names of the pharaohs, who often had long and complex names that could be difficult to spell using only logographic or determinative symbols. Phonetic hieroglyphs could be combined to form a phonetic spelling of a word, allowing scribes to record the sounds of the Egyptian language. Logographic hieroglyphs. Logographic hieroglyphs were symbols that represented entire words or concepts. There were around 700 logographic hieroglyphs in the hieroglyphic alphabet, and they were used for everyday writing, such as records, letters, and religious texts. Logographic hieroglyphs could represent specific words or concepts, such as the sun, the sky, or the pharaoh. Some logographic hieroglyphs were more abstract and could represent a range of related concepts, such as the symbol for water, which could also represent the concepts of life, purification, and regeneration. Determinative hieroglyphs. Determinative hieroglyphs were symbols used to provide context for a word or phrase. There were around 100 determinative hieroglyphs in the hieroglyphic alphabet, and they were used at the end of a word to indicate its meaning. Determinative hieroglyphs could be used to distinguish between homophones, which are words that sound the same but have different meanings. For example, the words for read and to come sound the same in Egyptian, but they are written with different determinative symbols to indicate their meaning. Determinative hieroglyphs were also used to indicate the category of a word, such as whether it was a person, an animal, a place, or an abstract concept. This allowed scribes to quickly identify the meaning of a word and its context in a sentence. Today, hieroglyphs remain a fascinating glimpse into the ancient world of Egypt. They have been deciphered by scholars and have given us a wealth of information about the beliefs, practices, and daily life of the ancient Egyptians. Hieroglyphs are still studied by scholars and enthusiasts today and continue to inspire awe and wonder at the ingenuity and creativity of the ancient Egyptians. So that's all we've got on hieroglyphs today. Hope you've enjoyed our content. Please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. And until next time.